Hello, welcome to Commonculo Chanel. Before we get into the watch, we have to hand it to Craig. He looked the part in Paris. Despite a debatable haircut and a scruffy two-day beard, he looked as stylish as ever in a blue suit with off-white buttons, a white shirt, and a dark blue tie with red details. However, as usual, it was all about the little extras. A nice clip kept his tie perfectly in place, and a red pocket square subtly peeked out the chest pocket for an extra hint of red. On his wrist was the new Omega Seamaster, on his nose a pair of Jacques-Marie Mage's Grand Prix sunglasses in dark Havana, and in his hands a Leica M10R for some action-fueled snapshots. The best detail of all was the VIP pass around Craig's neck, with his clean-cut look in the picture as if he were still Bond. The brilliant cherry on top was the mention of his position as a senior executive at Omega. You have to love that. It conjures funny images of Craig coming into work at 9 o'clock sharp on a Monday morning at the Omega offices in Deal. It's a life slightly less glamorous than rescuing the world from supervillains, I'd say. But enough about the imaginary wanderings of Craig, whether as Bond or not. We're here to talk about a watch. It's a watch that I have been looking forward to for a long time. I love the James Bond 60th anniversary model that preceded the new range of Seamasters. It reintroduced the small wave dial, got rid of the date at 6 o'clock, and came with a stainless steel mesh bracelet similar to the titanium mesh one that graced the Seamaster Diver 300M No Time to Die. I was genuinely excited seeing that watch because it reinstated some of the early Seamaster Diver 300M design cues that I adore. The main gripe that I had with that watch was the Bond case back. I am simply not a fan of these dressed-up Bond Seamasters, although, in all fairness, you don't see the Bond branding when you wear them. But it left something to desire for a regular model. Here we are, almost 2 years later, and I finally had a chance to try the new black version that Craig wore in Paris earlier this summer. Robert Jan wrote an extensive introduction article about the new Seamasters, discussing all the details. In this article, I will focus more on the wearing experience, how I look at this new release versus the regular version, and what the future might hold for the Seamaster Diver 300M. But let's still go over some of the basic details. This new Seamaster features the familiar Lyre lug case with a 42mm diameter, a 13.8mm thickness including the crystal, and a 49.7mm lug-to-lug. It features the screw-down crown on the right side and the HEV on the left side of the case. Some people complain about the latter element, but I love it as part of the history of the Seamaster Diver 300M. I also like that it adds a visual detail to the case design and stems from a practical background. At this point, wanting it gone is an illogical wish. As the watch's name indicates, the case has a 300 meters depth rating. It houses the automatic Omega caliber 8806, which you can see through the sapphire window of the case back. The master chronometer movement operates at a 25,200 VPH frequency, offers a 55-hour power reserve, and has 35 joules. It features a county-axial escapement, a free-sprung balance with a silicon balance spring, magnetism resistance to 15,000 Gauss, and an accuracy of 0+6 seconds per day. The new Seamaster Diver 300M is offered with a stainless steel mesh bracelet for €7,200 or a black rubber strap for €6,600. That means the price of the new small wave dial model on a rubber strap is equal to the price of the regular Seamaster Diver 300M on the stainless steel bracelet. It wouldn't be strange to wonder, then, why it is more expensive because the regular version features a ceramic dial and bezel insert.